At Control Shift, we officially support the toolset in both English and Spanish, which are the two languages that our team speaks. However, organizations operating in other languages have provided crowdsourced and community-maintained translations for other languages as well. If your organization is interested in supporting additional languages on the Control Shift platform, this video will walk you through the process of setting up an additional language. To get started, go to your admin homepage, click Settings, and then go to Time Zone and Locale. From here, click the Manage Locales link. On this page, we'll show you the locales that you're currently supporting. For this version of the platform, we're only currently supporting English. If you look at the Available Locales section, you can see the other languages that are currently supported on Control Shift. Please keep in mind that officially Control Shift only supports English and Spanish. Because the rest of these translations have been provided by organizations working in that language, and because they are crowdsourced and community maintained, they may not be 100% present or 100% correct. If you decide to use one of these languages and you see a mistranslation or a missing translation, it will be possible for you to provide updated text to correct the error. If you want to use one of these languages, you can get started by clicking Add next to the language you want to start supporting. When you click to add a language, it will initially be listed as a beta locale, which means that it is only visible to logged-in site administrators. Regular site visitors are unable to see this language while it is listed as a beta locale. Once you've added the new language, the next step is to click the Translate link. This will allow you to add translations for the organization-specific text that you're using on the platform. This includes texts like your privacy policy, terms of service, the emails that you send to petition signers and event attendees, as well as the help you provide for petition creator and event host tools. The list on this page shows you where the content in need of translation appears, and the percent translated shows you how much of the content in that section you've provided a new translation for. To get started translating, click the link that will bring you to the section you want to translate. You can then click the content name, which will show you what the text says in your primary language. In this case, because this site is primarily in English, we're seeing the English translation of this content. To add a translation into my new language, I will then click the Translate tab, and then choose the Translate option next to the locale I want to provide a new text for. On this page, you'll see the text in the current primary language. In the body section, you can add the matching translation for your new locale. When you've entered the translation, click Save Translation, and your translation will be updated. Once you've added a translation, a check mark will appear next to that piece of content on this page. When providing translations, please keep in mind what the initial source text looks like. For example, if the source text includes HTML or variables, you'll want to keep those unchanged in your translation text. While you can translate the things surrounding the variables, please do not provide translations for anything that is wrapped in double curly braces or a curly brace and percentage sign. If you translate the text that's included between those curly braces, the variables will not work appropriately. Once you're done providing translations for your new language, you can return to the Time Zone and Locale option under Settings, and then Manage Locales. At this point, you can choose to publish your beta locale. Publishing a beta locale will add it to the Supported Locales section and will make it visible to all site visitors. Please note that you don't have to provide full translations before publishing a beta locale, but any pieces of text that you failed to provide a translation for will be shown in your primary locale. Once you've added an additional locale to your site, the language dropdown will be shown in your site's footer. This allows users to switch the language that they're viewing the platform in. By default, Control Shift will look for the user's browser language and attempt to show them the site in that language if that language is available. Otherwise, we'll show them the site in your primary language, and the user can choose to switch the language from this language dropdown. If you need to update the text of organization-specific translations, you can edit the text by returning to your admin homepage, clicking Settings, Content, and then going to wherever the content appears. From here, click the name of the piece of content, go to Translate, and then click to either Translate or Edit Translation. Once you're done, click to save and the translation will be updated. In addition to the pieces of content that are included under Settings, Content, there are also other translations that you may want to provide if you've begun to support a brand new locale. Those additional translations are things like your email opt-in language, the disclaimers that you use for petition signatures or event RSVPs or other types of disclaimers on the platform, and the categories that you use for petitions. Once you've provided translations for the new locale, if you have any questions about places that are not appearing in the appropriate language, you can always feel free to email the Control Shift support team, and we can point you in the right direction. Thank you.